Dear students, Assalamu alaikum and very good morning. Hope you would be safe and sound inside your homes. Dear students, it is October that is about to end. Your examinations are being taken in the November, and for class 11th, it might be January. Dear students, you were badly hit by this pandemic, a small microbe that born from the Wuhan city of China put life in danger, it paralyzed life. All the activities related to life were paralyzed in the beginning. Now the partial activities related to life are going on smoothly. The sector that met with huge loss is the educational sector. The schools remained shut. Even the middle schools or elementary schools are nowadays shut. At the moment they are shut. But the partial mode of physical schooling or physical teaching has resumed in high schools and higher secondary. Better is to attend schools on your turn with all SOPs to be followed in letter and spirit so that you can first save yourselves from this deadly virus, and secondly, you can get the guidance and counseling from your teachers to crack the coming examinations with ease. Dear students, you no doubt you are hit badly. You were not in position of some of students were not in position of Android phones, and they did not receive anything from this digital platform. You are connected and you were connected to us virtually, not physically, and virtual mode is never substitution for the physical mode of teaching because every students need physically a teacher in front of them so that they can receive the things or they can learn the things better. Dear students of class 11th, subject political science. Yesterday, a student from Tarakpura called me at about 9:30 p.m. to make me learn once again the concept of secularism. Dear students, and now the secularism is a concept that originated from the Western societies or Western states. So the secularism has two perspectives. One is the Western perspective, and another is the Indian perspective. In Western perspective, it is the separation of state from church. Separation of state from church. That means giving state a position to maintain neutrality in terms of religion. In 15th century, this term was coined by Machiavelli when Machiavelli divorced religion from the politicus. And this view or this perspective was later on supported by Locke as well as Hobbes. So, dear students, secularism is of Western origin. It means there the state and church are two different things, and religion and politics are two different things, and religion should be diverse from the politics. And religion, it is the individual concern of a citizen, and state should maintain neutrality in terms of religion. Dear students, in the Indian context, it is equal respect for all religions. Indira Gandhi wrote that secularism does not mean indifference to religion or religion. It is equal respect for all religions. Their students were enjoying the right to freedom of religion from Article 25th to 28th, where it is clearly mentioned that state should maintain neutrality in terms of religion, and no particular religion should be promoted by state, should be propagated by state, so that to bring the harmony and prosperity in the entire state or entire country. Dear student, so the secularism in the Indian context means that there are plenty of religions, or India is a multi-religious country, and all religions should be given equal status, and there should be no particular religion that state will propagate and promote, and there should be no state religion at all. Dear students, in order to bring the religious harmony, the word secularism was added to the Indian Constitution in 1976 when 42nd Constitutional Amendment came in. It was first time when the preamble of Indian Constitution got amended and word socialism and secularism was added to the Indian Constitution. Need was felt that we should bring here the religious harmony because India being a multi-religious country and highly populous country. So the Indian context of the secularism is that all religions are equal before the state and there is no state religion at all and no religion will be funded by state to promote it or to propagate it. No doubt, India is a state where the majority of the people are Hindus and the rest of the communities or we can say the rest of the religions people of religion live here, that is the Muslims, Jains and other Sikhs. In order to bring prosperity, harmony and fraternity, the secularism in Indian context means that all should be given equal status in terms of the religion. To our dear students, the secularism having two perspectives. One perspective is the Western perspective, where it means that state and church are should be separated and the state should maintain neutrality in terms of the religion because the religion is the individual concern of a person. It was first time in 15th century put forward or coined by Machiavelli, where Machiavelli diverged religion from the politics. But dear students, it was later on supported by Locke as well as the Hobbes, this concept of secularism. Dear students, those secularism in Indian context means that all religions should be given equal status, equal respect. State should never propagate or promote a single religion in order to bring prosperity and harmony in the country where the population is in crores and where there is diversity in religions. Dear students, from 25th article to 28, we are enjoying the right to freedom of religion, where it's clearly written, mentioned that the state must maintain neutrality in terms of religion. So secularism in Indian context means all religions should be given equal status. Or we can say everybody is free in India to practice and propagate his own religion. Dear students, a Muslim can go to the mosque to pray 5 times a day and can promote his own religion. Similarly, a Sikh and Hindu can go to the church and temple respectively to practice and propagate their own religion, and state will not propagate any particular religion and there should be no state religion at all. Dear students, this is the concept of the secularism. Hope you might have grasped this concept. In case of any query or confusion that may strike your mind after watching this video, you can call me on 7006671106 or WhatsApp me on the same number. And when you post your query, by any means, by WhatsApping or by calling within short duration of time, your query or confusion shall be cleared. Dear students, before leaving the class, I am advising you to see these things on your available political science reference books so that you can grasp the concept well. Dear students, self-study and hard work having no substitution at all. You must put extra effort. You must do hard work to crack the coming examinations with ease. You are badly hit by this pandemic and some unfortunate students were not in possession of these Android phones and they were badly hit. The schools are now functioning partially. Better is to attend schools on your turn with all SOPs to be followed in letter and spirit and receive counseling and guidance from your teachers so that you can take your sinking boat to the bank. Thanks. Be balanced. I love you all.